Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and we've got yet another massive Black Friday sale to go over in this video. This one coming from our good friends over at GOG. They have kicked up their sale, but they are upping the ante a little bit, as if you are not a big GOG guy, remember, they are a great platform that offers a lot of great games, and on top of that, their whole thing is about game preservation, making sure you own your games and you have access to your games that you buy forever. But if you haven't bought games from GOG, they are offering a discount code for any new customers to take 15% off their entire cart. Yes, your entire order, 15% discounted. All you have to do is use the code GOG15 and you are good to go. All of your buys are going to be heavily discounted, 15% off. All the games you buy are going to be 15% off. That's on top of the discount that's already running, so you can get some deals even better. So make sure to take advantage of that code. I will have links to the games I mentioned in this video in the description box below. I am partnered with GOG, so if you buy anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. We've got a lot of different games on this list. Not everything on the store page, obviously. They've got thousands upon thousands of games discounted, but we are going to go over a lot of deals. Some of these under $5, some under $10, some, I got a game under $1 in this list as well, and then some of them, we'll get to them later, are a little bit on the pricier side. So keep that in mind, but got a lot of games to get over, and again, this is really the tip of the iceberg as far as all of that's concerned. First of all, we do have Assassin's Creed Director's Cut. So this is what I love to see on GOG, some of these older titles that were a big part of my childhood. And Assassin's Creed 1 is an interesting game in the sense that I remember when it came out, it was a little bit of a divisive reception this game had with its slower, more methodical approach. But now, in retrospect, this is a game that a lot of people really appreciate in the sense that it is trying to make you feel more so like an assassin. Again, that methodical approach works for what Assassin's Creed, I want to say, initially wanted to be, but then, you know, Assassin's Creed 2 kind of evolved, and I think ultimately that was a benefit for the franchise. But if you want to go back and play AC1, or if you have fond memories of AC1, you know, it came out all the way back in 2007, so it's a little bit older, but $4.99 on that is a great pickup, so check that out. We got all the Batman Arkham games discounted. You do have Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins, all discounted, and Batman Arkham Knight is discounted as well. Every single one of the games are $3.99 a pop, and you can buy the entire series, all 4 games. Yes, that's Arkham Origins included. $15.96 if you do want to add the series. That's just the price of buying them individually, but these games are great. Arkham Origins as well, the Forgotten Arkham game, I often say, is a really, really solid game. And, you know, the main trilogy is really good. Arkham Asylum is fantastic. Arkham City, in my opinion, is the best of the series. And Arkham Knight is really good as well. Barring the fact that it was an atrocity of a PC version when it initially came out, now it is much, much better. You know, it is a worthwhile game to go through, for sure. And it's one of those games that, from a visual standpoint, still looks incredible. I know a lot of people look at that game whenever they do, like, comparisons of games that come out today versus games that came out a decade ago. It's Arkham Knight that is being compared as one of the games that historically just look phenomenal, and the whole series is great. Rocksteady, unfortunately, is now absolutely washed, but you know, you can appreciate their games from back in the day. Next up, we got a lower key game that I do want to give a shout to if you want something that's a little bit more serene and exploration heavy. The First Tree is just 99 cents, which I think is the perfect price for a game like this. You know, one of the more relaxing games, an exploration game centered around 2 parallel stories, a fox trying to find her missing family and a son reconnecting with his estranged father in Alaska. You take control of the fox, a poignant and beautiful journey that crescendos at the source of life and perhaps result in an understanding of death. Along the way, players can uncover artifacts and stories from the son's life as he becomes intertwined in the fox's journey towards the First Tree. This is a fairly short game, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I love that, by the way, GOG has how long to beat baked into their UI as well. Love it. That's a great addition that they have as well. 99 cents for the first treat. Check that out. Obviously, I'd be remiss if I don't mention one of the greatest games of all time. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is 80% off for $9.99. This game is phenomenal. It's crazy to think about the fact that it's been north of a decade since Witcher 3 initially came out. How fast time does fly, but for $9.99, Witcher 3 is absolutely outstanding. It is a great game. The side content is really good. The expansions are very good, and definitely a worthwhile pickup to check out Witcher 3. I assume most of you guys already own it, but it's a great game. Highly recommended. Definitely give that a shout. Alright, next up we have Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, 60% off for $7.99. This is a part of the GOG preservation program. $7.99 on this is great. You get Dragon Age Origins' expansion in Awakening here as well. Dragon Age Origins is a fantastic game that I actually played through over the summer, and I played through it with keyboard and mouse. And why I bring that up is I often say I'm old and washed up and I don't like playing games with keyboard and mouse. I sucked it up and I played through the entirety of Dragon Age Origins with keyboard and mouse, and I'm happy I did, man. This game is still so good. It came out 16 years ago, so obviously visually it's gonna be a little bit dated, but narratively, characters, the decision making in this game, the gameplay even, it's all really well done. And soundtrack, phenomenal. Right when you boot this game up and you go into the menu and the menu theme plays, you're like, okay, I am here for something absolutely epic, and you are absolutely getting into something epic when it comes to Dragon Age Origins, and it's a fantastic game for $7.99, outstanding pickup, highly recommend that. And again, BioWare as a studio, absolutely washed these days, but you know, the glory days with Dragon Age Origins. Dino Crisis, a part of the GOG preservation program, 50% off for $4.99. Love to see a game like Dino Crisis available on GOG directly. You know, this is an absolute classic for so many people. The legendary Dino Crisis is back, fully playable on modern PCs thanks to the tremendous efforts of Capcom and GOG. Your extent no longer applies to the game itself. The timeless thriller that defined a generation of gamers is made to last forever and enhanced for today's systems, featuring all the original content you loved with numerous improvements as well. So many people have been wanting a Dino Crisis remake or a new Dino Crisis Forever. I think Capcom, honestly, I feel like Capcom these days does kind of have their finger on the pulse of what people want. Onimusha is coming back. I do genuinely believe, and Okami's coming back as well. I do genuinely believe that at some point, Dino Crisis will come back as well. But it probably will be a while. You know, there's a lot of IPs people want to see Capcom bring back. And I do think Dino Crisis will eventually happen, but eventually could be 10 years from now. So, yeah, we'll see about that. But $4.99 for Dino Crisis, great deal there. Crysis 1, also a part of the GOG preservation program. You know, a game like Crysis 1, as iconic as it is, this is the kind of game you absolutely want in the GOG program. I remember being a kid and not even being into PC gaming at that point, and just seeing like articles about Crysis and seeing posts on Game Informer magazine, which I was getting every month, and just being like, whoa, what is this game? And then obviously it became that game that can your PC run it, and beyond just can your PC run it, Crysis was a damn good game. It was a really worthwhile first-person shooter that had some great level design and just a really great game top to bottom to go through. The visuals still hold up really well, and it's a great time. So $9.99 on that. Definitely recommend that. Also part of the GOG preservation program, Fallout New Vegas is $9.99. Excellent deal for Fallout New Vegas. One of the greatest video games, honestly, of all time in terms of reception. It's one of the most beloved video games. Maybe greatest is a little bit of a stretch. I think if you look at it from a critical reception, it's definitely not at that caliber, but it is a fantastic game, and for $9.99 to get all the DLC, it's a great time. I still think, you know, Fallout New Vegas is Obsidian's best title. Like, I liked Pillars of Eternity. I just beat Outer Worlds 2 as well, and I don't think Outer Worlds 2 is anywhere near Fallout New Vegas. But, yeah, New Vegas is great. 50% off for $9.99. Great pickup there. Mad Max, $2.99 on this. Also a part of the GOG preservation program. Great deal on Mad Max. Just a really solid open-world action title. Gameplay is great. Vehicular combat's really well done. And the PC performance of this game was absolutely stellar. I was blown away by how well this game ran. So $2.99 on that is great. Unfortunately, we'll never get a sequel, but a great pickup there nonetheless. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, 85% off for $2.99. Excellent deal for another great open-world action title. Great visuals, satisfying gameplay, and still holds up really well given that it's 11 years old. Sometimes when I look at some of these games and think about, oh, this game's 10 years old, this game's 11 years old, it's insane to think about. And Shadow of Mordor, again, still holds up really well. Solid game, and I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy by any stretch of the imagination, so great pickup there. Next up, you guys know me. Some of you call me the Tomb Glazer, so we gotta give a shout to Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All three games a part of the GOG preservation program. Tomb Raider 2013 is $4.99. Rise of the Tomb Raider is a little bit cheaper for some reason at $4.49, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider is $7.92. All three games are fantastic. Tomb Raider 2013 is excellent, great reintroduction to Laura, telling her origin story. Then Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion, is the best of the three games. That game is outstanding, and I put it at the level of the best Uncharted games, and I love Uncharted. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider, $7.92 on this, the definitive edition with all the DLC. This is a great deal as well, and a great time. Narratively, you know, a little bit of a weaker title, but still great from a gameplay standpoint, and I think it's absolutely outstanding. Highly recommend that. A great pickup there for sure. Then next up, we have The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. I know I mentioned Witcher 3 earlier, little out of order, but GOG preservation program, Witcher 2 is in it as well. $2.99 on this is great. Witcher 3 is the game that really made the franchise explode, but Witcher 2 is a really, really solid game as well, and Witcher 2 holds up relatively well, unlike Witcher 1, which Witcher 1, I think, just shows its age a lot. Witcher 2, I still think, is a really worthwhile game to go through, but a solid game nonetheless that I would highly recommend, and a great RPG. I had a great time with it, so definitely would recommend that for $2.99. Breath of Fire 4, another classic game that was released on GOG, and you know, if you're into JRPGs, obviously this is one that was kind of like a surprise, seeing this randomly drop on GOG, but you love to see it, and having games like Breath of Fire 4 does set GOG apart, not in the sense that it's an exclusive, but it's a part of their identity. Their identity is game preservation, and taking some of these classics that were just kind of rotting and then bringing it back and bringing it on GOG. That's fantastic, and you've got a great JRPG here for $4.99. And then we do have some more expensive games to round out the lineup. We do have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's Royal Edition, 40% off for $48, a contender for Game of the Year. The Royal Edition does include the DLC content, so you know you love to see that, and the game itself is phenomenal. Not for everyone, I've said before. The gameplay is certainly going to be a little bit divisive, or a lot divisive to a lot of people, but overall, it is a great game that I would highly recommend, and for $48, you're getting a lot of content for your dollar as well, man. That main campaign alone is going to be like 100 plus hours, so $48 on that. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is $40, $39.99 on that. You get Phantom Liberty here as well. Cyberpunk 2077 is an outstanding game, a post 2.0 update, and I even liked it when it initially came out. I didn't think it was this abomination of an experience that a lot of other people did, but now with Phantom Liberty, with 2.0, I think it's one of the best RPGs in recent memory, and I highly recommend it. Can't wait to see where they take the franchise in the future. After you play this, watch Edge Runners, get ready for Edge Runners Season 2, and hopefully, Cyberpunk 2 will be out before I'm 70. And then lastly, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, 60% off for $15.99. Unfortunately, the anniversary update kind of butchered this game, but you get the Game of the Year Edition here. Fallout London, super easy install on GOG as well, so you can take advantage of that, but $15.99 on this is a great deal. Fallout 4 is a great time, and you get all the DLC here as well, so great pickup there. But that is going to do it for me. Again, GOG is crushing it. Their gigantic Black Friday sale is live right now. Again, for new customers, use the code GOG15. You'll save 15% off on your entire purchase, and you can get some great games that are yours forever, yours to own forever at the cheap. Links to everything in the description box below. Again, if you do end up buying anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.